Hi there. I wanted to make a quick video to show you exactly what is inside the Language Arts Teachers community. So let's say that you purchased a plan that was right for you. You would get an email immediately that would show you your username and your password so that you can log in. So you could either click the link in the email to log in with that information, with those details, or you could come to the languageartsteachers.com homepage, and you'll see up here in the far right, there's a login button. So I'm going to click login. I am going to go ahead and log in with some information here so that you can see what everything looks like on the inside. So I'm going to enter that email. I'm going to enter this password, log in, and I'll tell you that it's an automatically generated username and password. So if you don't like the username and password that you're sent, you can simply come over here where it says member homepage, look above it to where it says my account. And if you click on that, you can go in there and you can see your personal account information. You can click update. And this is where you could actually change your username to a different name or a different email. You could even make up a new password and click on update. That's how that part's done. Okay, so to go back, I want to show you what access you have. Whether you're a monthly member or a yearly member, you have access to everything that's inside. We have 6th grade lesson plan units, 7th grade lesson plan units, and 8th grade lesson plan units. So what that looks like is, let's say you want to click on the 6th grade lesson plan units. Maybe that's where you're at right now and that's what you're interested in. These are the units that we currently have available. The 7th and 8th grade units are completely done. The 6th grade units are not completely done yet. This is what we have so far. So for instance, we have a 3-week unit on various genres. So that's, and you don't have to go in any order here. It's just that's what happens to be listed first. And so right now there are 3 weeks of lessons here. There's a snapshot that includes information and details about what is in that unit. So let's say that you decided you wanted to start your school year with, or you wanted to maybe do a review at the end, either way, but let's say you wanted to start with a unit on some genres. So you would click on week 1. It's a link. You see it downloads in the lower left-hand side. And then mine is set up to automatically open. So here it is right there, genre week 1. I double clicked on that, and inside you'll see all the lessons. What these numbers mean is that means it's grade 6, week 1, day 1, and the S is for student. And I've included double copies of everything here so that you can edit them if you need to. So this first one here is a Word document. That means that you can edit it. But because we all know that technology does not tend to cooperate all the time, should you open any file or any handout that looks funny, or maybe the layout just isn't set up right, you can always open the PDF document. PDFs transfer more consistently, more regularly. So I just bring that up so that if you're wondering why there are 2 copies of everything, that's the reason. So these are all the activities you would typically plan to do on week 1, day 1 in your classroom. If you look down, you'll see 6.1.1T. That means grade 6, week 1, day 1, T is for teacher. So that means there's a teacher handout with ideas and suggestions for how to teach the unit. So group activity, what to do with the Venn diagram, background information to help you. You can use this or not use it. It's really up to you. So to look at the actual lesson plan for the entire week, you could scroll down and click on grade 6 genre lesson plans. And these are the lesson plans that are laid out for the week. So there's a page of this for each day of the week. And you'll see here in the 6th grade lesson plans, we have the Common Core standards, and we also have the Texas TEKS standards. We don't list every single standard here. We all know that English language arts can cover so many areas. We could probably dedicate an entire page just to listing out the standards, but these are focused on the main ones. So if the Common Core does not apply to you, or if you're in a state different from Texas and maybe the Texas TEKS don't apply to you, I don't know what software you have at home or what software you have on your school computer, but on mine, I can click Edit PDF, and I could actually remove any part that doesn't apply to me if I want to. And then I could add in more information if I so choose. So I'm just going to put these things back. I just wanted to show you that depending on what PDF software you have, you could actually edit those as well. So there's one of these for each day of the week. The objective, the I can statement, some people call it the I will statement or the we will statement. It varies from school district to school district, but you get the point. So the standards are listed, the procedures are listed, the assessment, the planned assessment for the day is there, as well as any additional resources you might need. So for this one, there's a video that's embedded in the lesson plan, so you would want access to sound and video and possibly some copies of the handouts. So that's what the lesson plans, excuse me, that's what the lesson plans actually look like. So, oops, okay, I don't need to save that. So these right here would be all the materials you would need for the entire week. And so if you're printing these things out, and let's say they're all just spitting right out of that copy machine or that printer, that might be overwhelming to have all those papers coming out at the same time. So that's why I labeled them this way, so that you can see which items are for day 1, which items are for day 2, etc. The bell ringers are also included, and I have the bell ringers available in a PDF format as well as a PowerPoint format. So we'll click on the PowerPoint format. All the bell ringers for that particular week are there in order, and so this is something you could display on your board. They're connected to each day's activities, and the bell ringers are all designed to be student-friendly, the kinds of questions and writing opportunities that students can work on independently for those first few minutes of class, which are so important for when you're trying to get yourself together and get your thoughts together. So that's what that looks like. We've got week 1, week 2, and week 3. That's all we have so far on this unit. Some teachers like to use just maybe 1 or 2 weeks at a time. Some do use all 3, but it's pretty versatile. I can click on Next Unit at the bottom. I think my computer's slow today. Okay, I've got another unit here, which is actually a 7-week unit on the elements of fiction and short stories. And so there's a little snapshot for each week so that you can see what is covered in each week. So we assume that this is all going together, as far as I'm assuming that you would teach 1 week in line with another week. These are designed to go in order. You'll see that I'm working on a 7th week with a unit test, a review game. I don't have that done yet. I have all the other 6 weeks of activities done so far. I'm going to back out of this and show you more of an overall view too. Okay. So the 7th grade units and the 8th grade units run pretty much the same way. These units are all done. These are set in 9-week units. And I do have them aligned to the Common Core standards, but I'm working on adding in the Texas TEKS standards as well. They're actually very, very similar, I've noticed. So those are completely done. It's really the 6th grade lesson plans that I'm not totally done with yet. So that's why I put in here, I have a 4-week unit, I've got a 3-week unit. These are things I'm currently building out. These units can be done in any order, because I know that especially with language arts, we don't teach in a linear format like math or science or history, really. So these can be done in any order. Okay, so that's what you have access to. Whether you teach 1 grade level or 2 or even all 3, you get the same amount of access. It's also amazing for differentiation, because if you're teaching, let's say, a 7th grade unit, maybe you're doing the narrative reading and writing unit, and let's say you have some struggling students, you really could reach back into the 6th grade lesson plans and pull supporting materials from there. If you have advanced students, you could likewise reach up into the 8th grade unit of lesson plans and find materials in there as well. So you do have access to everything. Okay, I hope that helps you understand what is inside the membership community. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask